Mastering assertive communication, a key to personal and professional success. Gentlemen, today we're diving into a powerful skill that will transform your personal and professional relationships: assertive communication. If you've ever struggled to make your voice heard without coming off as too passive or too aggressive, this is the video for you. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly how to stand your ground in any situation, express yourself clearly, and gain respect from others, all without crossing into aggression. Here's what we're going to cover: what assertive communication is and why it's crucial to becoming a high-value man. The difference between assertiveness, passivity, and aggression. Real-world examples and how they apply to situations you face every day. Practical steps to start practicing assertiveness in your own life. And most importantly, the #1 secret to mastering assertiveness. This is a game changer, so make sure you stay until the end to find out what it is. I'll also share some personal experiences of how I learned these tools and how they made a difference in my life. Trust me when I say, the techniques I'm about to share with you are the same tools that helped me become more confident, more respected, and ultimately more successful. Let's jump right in. Assertive communication is about expressing your thoughts, feelings, and needs directly, openly, and respectfully. It's about standing your ground without stepping on anyone else's toes. It's the sweet spot between being too passive, where you allow others to walk over you, and being too aggressive, where you bulldoze your way through interactions. When you communicate assertively, you're making it clear what you want, how you feel, and why you're standing firm. At the same time, you're doing so in a way that respects the rights and needs of others. In contrast, passivity often looks like avoiding confrontation or giving in to others just to keep the peace. Passive communicators may avoid expressing their opinions, and when they do speak up, they do so in a hesitant, apologetic manner. Aggression, on the other hand, is forcefully pushing your views onto others, disregarding their feelings, and attempting to control the conversation. This is what creates hostility and conflict. Assertiveness avoids this by seeking a balanced, respectful exchange of ideas. Let's break down the 3 styles of communication in more detail. Passive communication. Passive communicators often fail to express their own needs or desires. They're afraid of confrontation and tend to let others decide for them. This can lead to frustration, resentment, and a lack of respect from others. Example: you're at work, and your boss assigns you an unreasonable deadline. Instead of speaking up and negotiating for a more realistic timeline, you quietly accept it, even though it's overwhelming. This damages your self-respect over time. Aggressive communication. Aggression involves a forceful way of communicating, where one person's needs are prioritized over everyone else's. Aggressive communication usually stems from fear, insecurity, or frustration, but it often leads to conflict. Example: you're at a restaurant and the waiter brings the wrong order. Instead of calmly explaining the mistake, you shout at them, demanding the food be fixed immediately. This is not only disrespectful, but also ineffective. Assertive communication. Assertive communication is the ability to express your thoughts, feelings, and needs openly, but also respectfully. When you're assertive, you stand firm in your beliefs, but also listen to others and respect their viewpoints. Example: if that same situation happened at the restaurant, you would calmly explain to the waiter that there was a mistake with your order, without getting angry or demanding. You'd express your disappointment while still being polite and understanding. Now, why does assertive communication matter? Especially for you, a young man who is working on becoming a high-value individual. Being assertive is a critical skill for several reasons. Confidence. When you communicate assertively, you show others that you believe in yourself and your worth. This builds the confidence of those around you and makes them take you seriously. Respect. Assertiveness is a way of demanding respect for yourself while giving respect to others. It's an unspoken code that people respect you more when you express yourself clearly and confidently. Influence. People who communicate assertively have greater influence. When you stand your ground and express your needs, people will recognize your leadership ability. This is especially important in professional settings and in relationships. Reduce stress. Passive communicators often deal with inner frustration because they're not standing up for themselves. Aggressive communicators, on the other hand, end up in constant conflict. Assertiveness, however, helps you avoid both extremes and fosters calm, effective interactions. Building relationships. Healthy relationships, whether personal or professional, are based on clear and honest communication. Assertiveness allows you to express yourself while maintaining strong connections with others. Here's how to begin practicing assertiveness in your own life. These are actionable steps that you can implement immediately to start seeing results. And know what you want. Before you speak up, take a moment to clearly define what you want. If you don't know what you want, how can you express it to others? Be clear in your mind about what your needs and boundaries are. Use I statements. Instead of accusing or blaming, focus on your own feelings and needs. Instead of saying, "You always interrupt me," try saying, "I feel frustrated when I can't finish my thoughts." This keeps the conversation from turning into a confrontation. Maintain open body language. Assertiveness isn't just about what you say, it's also about how you say it. Keep your posture open, stand tall, and make eye contact. This shows confidence and signals that you're not intimidated. Stay calm and composed. Even if the situation is tense, staying calm helps you maintain control of the conversation. If you feel yourself getting upset, take a deep breath and pause before responding. Be direct but not abrasive. Be straightforward about what you want, but avoid sounding harsh or demanding. Your tone of voice should be firm but respectful. Practice active listening. Assertiveness also involves listening to others. When they express their thoughts or needs, listen attentively without interrupting. This shows that you respect their perspective. Let me share a personal story with you. Early in my career, I struggled with assertiveness. I was eager to please, afraid of conflict, and would often let people walk over me. This created frustration, stress, and a lack of respect from my peers. It wasn't until I found myself in a position where my own needs were completely overlooked that I realized I had to change. I was working with a team, and my contributions were constantly being dismissed. I would sit quietly in meetings, nodding along and avoiding speaking up. One day, after a meeting where my ideas were ignored yet again, I decided enough was enough. I learned to communicate assertively, first by setting clear boundaries and then by speaking up for myself in a calm, confident way. The results were immediate. My colleagues started to listen, my ideas gained traction, and most importantly, I started feeling more in control of my career. I became more respected by my peers and superiors. I realized that standing up for yourself doesn't mean being rude or combative. It just means knowing your worth and communicating that clearly. And now, the #1 secret to becoming a master of assertive communication: consistency. Assertiveness isn't something you can turn on and off. It's a muscle that you need to exercise every day. The more you practice assertiveness, the easier it becomes. The key is to keep applying it in all areas of your life, whether it's in your personal relationships, at work, or even in casual social settings. Start small. Say no when you mean no. Ask for what you want without hesitation, and speak your truth. As you continue to do this, you'll begin to feel more comfortable and confident, and people will naturally start respecting you more. So gentlemen, now you know the power of assertive communication. You've learned the difference between passive, aggressive, and assertive communication, and how to practice assertiveness in your own life. The #1 secret is consistency, so start today and keep practicing until assertiveness becomes second nature. To start your journey toward becoming a true Titan, make sure to check out the links in the description. You'll find exclusive tools, including ebooks and courses, that will guide you in becoming the high-value man you're meant to be. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.